What's up, everybody? We're going to dive right into this topic regarding the anti-drag show laws that have been passed or scheduled to be passed in Florida, Tennessee, and there's been some other states that have mentioned it too. It's insane because everyone's like blowing it out of proportion and making it seem it's a huge anti-gay bill and it's banning all drag shows, this, that, and the other, and it's not. We're just gonna see what the news is saying here in Florida, and we're gonna dive through a bunch of examples and what's actually happening regarding drag queens. So let's see what they have to say.
Welcome back. Well, there's another bill critics call anti-gay making its way through the Florida state legislature. This one takes aim at drag shows and could end up curtailing pride events as well.
And NBC6 reporter Ari Adzer is joining us from Miami Beach, which of course has a large LGBTQ community and is hosting a major pride parade this weekend.
The Miami Beach Pride Parade has been a fixture of this community for 15 years.
We do believe that this might be the last Pride as you know it.
That's if, he says, the Protection of Children bill becomes law. It passed the Florida Senate yesterday and provides stiff penalties for anyone who lets a child into a private or public venue to see a quote-unquote lewd drag performance, regardless of whether
a kid shouldn't be seeing that. I don't know why that's controversial. I don't know why a kid needs to be seeing that type of behavior. And it's not like you have to ban, like, it's not like you don't have to ever have a pride again. It's just 18 and up, which I think pride should be anyways because everything is so lewd. It's disgusting. There's no reason for children to be at pride anymore. You need to go there. It's a who wears the least parade.
Whether a parent allowed the child to be there or not. Here's the bill's sponsor, Republican Clay Yarborough.
We are protecting children who, again, cannot unsee, unhear, or unexperience things to which they are exposed. This legislation sends a strong message that Florida is a safe place to raise children because we are setting a standard in this state that protects children from being exposed to live performances that depict nudity and sexual activities.
What's wrong with protecting children from seeing things that are inappropriate?
Well,
exactly.
First of all, the definition of inappropriate is a pretty subjective definition. And last I heard that we let parents make those decisions.
Miami Beach Mayor Dan Gelber says the legislature is bullying.
I agreed at first, but strippers are inappropriate for children. There's a reason why those are banned for children. You have to be 18 and older to go to a strip club. I don't understand. I truly don't understand the issue.
The LGBTQ community.
I have never seen something that that is objectionable at the Pride Parade. It tends to be just a lot of families and people celebrating who they are, which is as American as anything.
The bill bans kids from anything that, quote, depicts or simulates nudity or engages in the lewd exposure of prosthetic or imitation genitals or breasts, unquote. Who decides what's lewd? The bill doesn't say, and Pride Parade organizer Patrick Jeeves thinks that's intentional.
If this bill passes, you're worried that it would take direct aim at what drag queens have done in the parade since it started, which is not anything lewd in your opinion? Oh, absolutely not. I mean, the parade is free to the public, so they know that there shouldn't be any sort of lewd acts, things that are inappropriate.
But there is.
Music is vetted, all of it. We take that really seriously. I mean, the care of children is of the utmost importance to our community as well. So absolutely.
There's lewd things everywhere.
Even though, like I said, for 15 years, we've never had a complaint.
Happening today, the Florida legislature passed a law that would ban drag shows at venues where children are allowed. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa is live with reaction to this. Christian.
Yeah, we're live outside of our house in Wynwood, where you might say is really ground zero for this controversial bill that passed today after last summer. Someone placed a complaint with the state over a drag show where children were present. Now take a look at video here this afternoon. This measure called the Protection of Children bill is now headed to the governor's desk. It passed overwhelmingly in the majority Republican state Senate. Critics say it effectively bans drag shows at businesses who admit children like restaurants. Here's some of that debate.
We're stealing the innocence of our children, and this is why we're here. This is what this is about. It's not to stop adults from doing what adults decide to do. This is about protecting our children.
To legislate because we find some performances not to our liking, not to our taste, then don't go to it.
It's not about our liking or our taste. It's about it being legitimately inappropriate for children. That's it. Like, drag queens can do whatever they want to do in front of a crowd of 18 and up. But when it comes to children, when it comes to 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, they have no business seeing this type of behavior.
Supporters say that this is all about protecting children and giving parents more rights. Critics say this is part of a larger homophobic political agenda.
It's not homophobic.
Speak to Henry Williams, better known as Tiffany Fantasia, one of the most popular drag queens here in South Florida, to get his take. Go ahead and take a listen.
Where do you go from here?
You go to court, go to law, you protest. You know, the bill is wrong. It shouldn't be there.
You will continue to perform.
Oh yes. I mean, I'm fighting for my art. I'm fighting for what I do. This is not only my livelihood.
There's nothing stopping you from performing in front of legal adults. It's just children we don't want you to perform in. What is your obsession with children and twirling your ass in front of them?
This is how I express myself. This is how I get through life. And this is how I deal with the things that I have to deal with in life. Because Lord knows they ain't sponsoring no bill for mental health up in here. They ain't sponsoring no bill to take guns away, but it's for the sake of the children.
I don't understand why we're obsessed with having children in front of drag shows. If you want to be at a gay club, a gay bar, by all means go do that. There's no one stopping you from doing that. But it's the children that I keep saying, it's just the children. You can still do what you want to do. And now Lizzo, she recently did a show here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and she brought out drag queens on stage to protest what's happening here in Tennessee as well, because same thing in Florida. It's happening in Tennessee, where we are trying to prevent drag queens from dancing in front of children.
During her concert in Tennessee over the weekend. Take a look.
Why would I not create a safe space in Tennessee where we can celebrate drag entertainers and celebrate our differences?
Yeah, this is a video that she posted to her Instagram account. Shows her on stage with several drag performers protesting state legislation that would ban drag performances in public. Candy Muse up there talking about if you don't have star quality,
I know.
Get out.
And then there's Miss Vanjie.
Vanjie. That legislation was temporarily blocked last month by a federal judge who said it was vaguely written.
I don't understand this obsession with the drag queens. The Tennessee law actually got halted because it was too broad, which I think, yeah, sure, go ahead and button it up. Federal judge in Tennessee on Friday temporarily halted the state's new law that criminalizes some drag performances hours before it was set to take place. Yeah, it's literally just preventing drag queens from dancing in front of children in public spaces. That's all. Because even in my video that I brought up, there's some... My next concern, why are drag queens so hell-bent on performing in front of children? Why? Like, this exists. This is what we're trying to prevent. I'm dumbfounded at the length. That's what we're trying to prevent. They're teaching children how to twerk.
And then you just move your bum up and down like...
They're letting children dance and take money. This is what we're trying to prevent. Why is this even a thing? Why is this something we're talking about? Why is this something that people are trying to defend? I don't get it.
Cheers to you. Cheers to me. Cheers to the ones that lick us where we pee. Yeah.
Like, there's kids there. I can't. Like, yeah. Why is this a thing? Look at all these kids. This is what we're just trying to prevent. We're trying to prevent things like this from happening. This is not family friendly. I don't know why I'm even making this video. I don't know how this even became a thing. I don't. And someone brought up on how, you know, there can be examples of drag store hours that perhaps aren't too inappropriate. Yeah, you can find They just look like clowns. Like nothing. I don't see anything inappropriate here. They're just dressed up, exaggerated makeup, but whatever. The problem is though that these people's full-time job, aside from like these side gigs of dancing in front of children, is dancing in a club, is getting tips for money in a 18 and plus club. Because you'll find if you look these people up, they're doing inappropriate things. So this drag queen, for example, is in front of children, but also has pictures like this online. But that's how it can go down a rabbit hole so fast. It blows my mind that this is something that we're even talking about, that this is something I'm even commentating on. I don't understand the obsession with dancing in front of children. I don't understand this idea that we're banning all drag shows, because we're definitely not. You can still go to a drag show, drag queens, you still can do your job. You just can't do it in public. You can't do it at a pride parade no more. It's inappropriate. It's just flat out inappropriate. We don't need it, and it needs to just stop. I don't understand it.